Okay. Well, didn't this day just start off interesting? Good morning. How I mean, I already said good morning, and the lot of you, so it doesn't even matter. Um, I will apologize here, because it turns out that I started broadcasting. Um, well, I started broadcasting to the Discord channel, and then I completely didn't do it. I didn't press play for for YouTube. So we're a little bit into the oops. Well, we're not that far into it, but we're a little bit into it. So just a reminder, and you guys on the Discord can shh, because this is sponsored, so we will actually talk about it again. As a reminder of what happened, well, the over the whole day of the 23rd, the collective managed to save the 22nd, the collective managed to save this, and then the collective managed to save the 20th division. And so now we're in this rather unique situation where there is going to be, once this line sorts itself out, there are 6 divisions inside this salient. And so if the technocracy doesn't do something about it quickly, once the salient clears up properly, there will be 4 extra divisions on the front of the first army that it can use for rather interesting purposes, right? And yeah, this area is weak, but this area is also shall we say, it's weak, but it doesn't have, like, gaining this in terms of territory is great, but this is also dangerous. So right now, the technocracy is sort of waffling between 2 offensives. One to the north. Also we created a new corps due to the arrival of the 25th, which slots in neatly on the left here. And so the question is, should the technocracy attack north, try to aim for this nice London Wall line, which will free up some formations, right? Because right now this is a salient, this is a salient, and so there is danger if the 3 plus the 20th, if this entire core is freed up from this area, it can be used to wedge into any place, right? And the technocracy doesn't really have the defensive ability for that. So is it worth attacking into this salient, trying to drive this salient out, or is it worth it to do this, right? And the question, of course, comes down to which of them has more likelihood of success. At this point in the war, and realistically speaking, neither. And so especially because like you have two extra formations, but all of the firepower is concentrated in essentially 3 artillery regiments, and that's not going to really help a lot, right? So what can you do? And the choice that the technocracy has chosen is to attack the salient along the lines of the first army. And so that's essentially where we ended off, and we are just in the process of actually forming the third army, which itself is now which it's, oh, just one quick second. Let me divide this. There we go. And so the third army, and this is because we have now enough formations or corps level formations, army corps level formations on the first army that on the second army that makes it more difficult to manage properly. And so we are going to do this. So this will come in and slot neatly into this area. Done. Well, semi-neatly. I already said semi-neatly. You don't have to challenge everything I say. Come on. Yeah. Okay. So, that is essentially the situation on the front of the technocracy, right? Oh, right. Oh, I didn't color this in. Done. Okay. So the third army is sitting pretty here. And I think it's gonna be formed out of the headquarters of the second. Or the fifth. Might actually be the fifth. We'll figure it out from there. It's probably the second though, because the fifth is the younger formation. Let's see. We have all of this. So because they are attempting an attack into the, because this is an obvious point of weakness, right? Like, we do have enough formations here on the front of the fifth that there can be some amount of change, some amount of defensive here. And so ideally speaking, with only artillery and an extra division, and probably from the south we'll have 2.5 divisions that can attack north, there is a chance that this might work. But given how well Thatcher has been working on, Commissar Field Marshal Thatcher has been working on his defensive, or has just been Thatcher himself is one of the most brilliant military commanders that the Squirrels have, and so that makes it an interesting how do you say, interesting commander to face both Elm and whoever is here. Actually, let me check. Who is that? Who is that? No, that's not it. There we go. And that will be leader of the second. River Spring, that's right, River Spring. He was one of the originals. Yeah, so River Spring himself gets an army command, and you know he deserves it. So it's good. This is Maplewood, River Spring, Elm, and so River Spring, like, you know, they are certainly, like, Thatcher is probably, and Thatcher and Water Under Tree are probably the two commanders that can actually stand up properly to that can measure up to a technocratic general like Elm and River Spring and Maplewood. Hardbark not so much yet, but he's learning, you know, so that is improving. This is 66. That's right, these two are 66, so we're getting more each. And I think oh yes, we're gonna do something interesting, actually. Yes, let me just finish on the other side. So this goes away, that is ongoing, these two go away. we are actually going to witness the formation of a new type of uh formation, I guess. A new type of unit, and that'll be the cavalry unit. Just let me clear this out. And then this is ongoing. Right, so essentially what the second arm or the second army before the formation was doing was inviting extra attacks down into the south to pin these formations here, such that when the 30th and the 25th are in place, that things can roll into position and sort of try to pierce and close down upon this entire salient and attack it from all sides and just, eat it up. Unfortunately, of course, that's probably not going to happen. Let's see, we are actually good, so let's move on to the second day. And we are going to see the formation of cavalry. But before that, we actually have to make the cavalry unit. So you guys get to come on a journey of discovery as we make a cavalry brigade. Yes, and let us just double check. NATO. Yes, top right, bottom left. So it's like this. Perfect. Oh, actually, we don't need them quite yet, do we? These are all reinforcement points. We're gonna get... So there's going to be something happening here, basically on the 25th. On the 25th, as there's one more division coming, the 36th is slowly... it's recovering. So all of these formations on both sides have been, they've been worn out, but they're recovering. I'm not sure if this many squirrels exist in the world, but you know what? For the sake of a good story, I don't care. That's right, I went there. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, so let's start the attack. Oof. Trying to cram all of this into an area this small is difficult. We're going to put the 11th here, 25th. Oof. Let's do it like this. Oh man. This is more difficult than I imagined. Okay, the 25th is there. And essentially what they're going to do is an attack out this way and then a short right hook south to meet whatever's coming out on this end, right? And the idea is, yeah, you have a general idea of where the enemy headquarters are. So if we attack in this direction, then you're more likely to meet their headquarters, so to speak. So the 30th, oops, 25th, things are getting kind of packed in, aren't they? You can't hear me? Really? It looks just fine on my end. Are you sure? Because I can see the little bar. I can, yeah, like I see. Okay, all right. I mean, it's not that I mind you guys being mean, per se. Nah, you know what? Just continue. It's all good. Okay, so the 16th is going to... And remember in the past we talked about this, that you usually, all else being equal, you probably wouldn't want to attack across a railway, right? But in this case, it's actually not so bad, because you have plenty of support in the back. The 16th will try to drive the 6th back like this. And so the idea is we drive it back. It should be a very short attack. So as long as you can, then you can, you know, you can do some wondrous things. Oh, actually, no, we don't have that going on yet, because this needs to be cleared first, the 25th. Oh, not yet that either. This is for the next session. So we do need the artillery. And there is still bombardment going on this end. Mostly because they think that there's nothing wrong with softening up the enemy, right? And so if the 4th can then drive the 2nd off of the Bank of England, then you suddenly have this nice little stretched line that the 4th can then use to deleverage the entire collective lines in front of the 5th. So that's why that is still ongoing. And the 4th itself is just collecting itself. I should have made these smaller, because these two formations are tiny now. This one too. So there is going to be an attack ongoing in this direction. These two are still... Oop. 50. No, 66. There we go. So these two are still ongoing. There's still that skirmish between these two guys. This is a forgotten part of the front, really. Like there's so little that's happening. There's so little movement that's happening, even though there are casualties on both sides. It's actually kind of depressing. 4th. And I think we're good. Oh, yes, this hasn't been reduced yet. Duplicate here. Now this has been reduced. Excellent. Oh, no, that's the front line. That's fine. And so... Excuse me. These two are continuing to push forward. And now there's an additional attempt by the 9th. And so once this is broken, the offensive will start in the south here. This is all... And so here we come with the new cavalry brigades. Cavalry brigades, 2 of them. And then we will have 1 more division join in on this end. And then we will have 1 more division join in on this. And so the plan is actually very simple here on the side of our friend Hardbark. We'll talk about it afterwards. But essentially what's going to happen, the cavalry brigades, once, you know, the initial defensive is broken, these are the exploitation What am I trying to say, man? God. Exploitation formations. That's right. That's what I'm trying to say. They are going to be smaller, like that. Oh, I should have done it. Okay, let me do it properly. I should have done it here, like that. Perfect. So 1, 2. That is an excellent question. What do they ride? Dogs. Pomeranians. I'm not sure. What do we think? Like, what should they ride? I like the idea of squirrels riding Pomeranians, actually. It would be interesting if it would be interesting if they rode Pomeranians, right? Like, absolutely. I think it would be an amazing feat. Actually, where is our friend Dog Whisperer? Let me just find out. 3rd core. Dog Whisperer is here. Oh, that's a shame. Because if we were 5th, that would be amazing. Anyway, so we have 2 exploitation formations now, and regardless of what happens in this, the idea is for the exploitation formations to move quickly towards the east or to the north to establish contact. Like, do a wider encirclement, right? So if not Pomeranians, actually I need to find that. Pomeranian. Wouldn't that be amazing? Hold on. I would absolutely love this. Let's see if I can put it into OBS. No, I can't just do it like that, so we're gonna have to save it to a desktop. Palm. Okay. We're doing this. We're doing this. This is amazing. Where is it? Palm. Yeah. There we go. You guys don't care about color wheel anyway, so I'm gonna leave the palm there. And the squirrel's gonna be riding that into battle. Done. Done. That's the 30th, so this should be the 31st. Okay, first of all, you know my opinion on mind-altering substances, so you know that I don't take any. Okay, except alcohol. Yes, but alcohol gets grandfathered in, right? Because alcohol doesn't technically... Isn't technically, No, I can't even say that. Alcohol does... does have effects, so, yeah, alcohol is grandfathered. Actually, that's a good question. So, if society were to... I don't know, actually. Right, so the question was... If society... Because alcohol is obviously... agreed upon within society to be okay in small doses, right? So if society tomorrow came together and agreed that that marijuana would be okay in small doses. Would I take it? The answer is probably still no. Because the long-term effects of alcohol, of like local, of small amounts of alcohol, I think, if I'm not mistaken, are still less how do you say, are still less severe than the long-term effects of small amounts of marijuana. As far as I'm aware, I believe that remains the case. And so yeah, I probably wouldn't, because I don't think that's like, I don't think marijuana is a good idea. For various reasons. Its effects on the human brain are a lot more severe than as far as the research has told us. It's much more severe than alcohol. So yeah, I don't think I would. 55, 56, no, this is 57. 5. There we go. No, no amount of peer pressure will change my mind on that. No. Have you ever seen me make a change because of a woman? No. Like, I'm not here to impress more than I already am. So anyway, we formed the new 57 core that'll be essentially here. And the idea is now suddenly the 54th attack, actually 2 of these will come down on the 11th from the north and the east. The 3rd will go down against the thin line here, and then the 33rd and the 8th will go forward, right? Like, the 33rd will also do a little side run thing. Am I speaking with a big lisp? I don't know why. Well, I am still sick, so maybe that's it. Yes. Let's put them into their combat orders. So even as this... Oh, right, I forgot. No. So even... Wait, was this already here? No, it wasn't. Okay. So they are going to take 1 more turn to move into position. Oops. So they're not combat orders yet. They're movement orders. The 36th will come here. The 54th will come here. And the 3rd will move down towards this line. And in fact, we will have an offensive on this end because these formations are weak. It is total war, and there are, you know, excellent reasons for why there is. Like, we had a little bit of downtime on the Western Front, but that's not gonna last, right? We do a quick time check, please. 30 minutes, excellent. Excellent. So now Now we'll have full attack like this. These two formations. Because the 15th has been broken. Well, not broken, but pushed back. Right, like you in the modern age, it's almost impossible to stop an attack from making some amount of gains because of just how concentrated firepower is. And so the first artillery moves to do interdiction. And the 20th, which has grown in the meantime, was meant to go up north. But of course that'll change, right? No, that's not how it will go. The 31st is actually going to join the 3rd Division because the 3rd Division, 3rd Corps, because it is also launching its own attack across in this direction. And there is actually help coming from the side as well, so the 2nd will also do a quick, just a diversionary attack against the collective 3rd to make sure that it doesn't move to help. But of course, all of that is happening at the same time as the great big counteroffensive in the west. So we are... Oops. Excuse me. There we go. That's where the forces are. 34th. 36th. And so I think the idea is quite obvious, right? Like, the idea is... Oh, let's move this up just a little bit so we can slot the 36th in here. The idea is quite obvious. The idea is, if we can break them here, great. But if we can break them here, even better. And so... my offensive arrows. Here we go. There's an attack on this end. There's an attack on this end. And there's also an attack straight up against the 11th from this end. And of course, there's an attack on this end. And one down here. Oh, before we forget, there's of course one here as well. Right, the idea is the first guards will do the same type of diversionary attack to make sure that the 3rd can't move, whereas the 36th, 54th, and 3rd are the main thrust of this southeastern push. And also partly the 33rd, right? Because it can do this interesting run around and get behind thing. So we shall see how that goes. Perfect. This is all good. And oh yeah, and what a cliffhanger to end on. Oh my god. Okay, well that is interesting. I didn't realize it was the 4th section of this day. But that is actually an excellent cliffhanger to end on. Cavalry Corps, two cavalry brigades. They're under direct command of the 3rd Army. And we shall see, yeah. think actually let's just go. Yeah, double check. I think by this time Thatcher has realized that nothing is getting done here, so these formations are already on their way out. Isn't that? Have you guys been watching other VTubers besides me? Or no, I should put it properly. Have you guys been watching proper VTubers instead of whatever it is I do here? I see. So that's why these memes of those are Hololive characters, right? Yeah. That's why these memes are appearing. Okay, got it. No, I'm aware. I'm aware of who they are. I am aware of who they are. Don't worry. So with this counteroffensive, we might actually be recovering some lost ground on this end, because that's a lot of arrows, and that's a lot of firepower against. See, how much is that? That is 6-4, right? Yeah, that's 6-4, and that's a very long line for them to hold. I mean, technically it's 5-3, which is slightly better, but yeah. And I want to see how this goes. See, too bad. The people who only follow the serialized story don't really have that kind of cliffhanger, because I publish these basically once every 2 days, except Saturday and Sunday, where 2 of them go out. Yeah, because this would be an excellent cliffhanger to end things on. What's going to happen? We can talk about that actually. So what I envision is going to happen is actually, I haven't done the numbers for it yet, but at least on this area, what I envision will happen is this will bog down here to the north, this will bog down here, with the 61st coming just in time to stop any penetration on the line of northwards. But the 2 cavalry brigades will be let loose, which will wreak havoc in the rear, and there will be some movement on this end. There will be some movement on the south, because once the cavalry brigades are on this end and they cut south, well, there'll be trouble, right? So if the 31st moves, and then the 32nd moves, then of course the 25th can push forward as well. So that is probably what's going to happen. On this end, I do believe we'll hit the London Wall. On this end, I have no idea. I genuinely don't know, because I don't have the numbers off the top of my head. No. Well, it'll be interesting to see regardless. I think it's the point, yes. So we shall let's do the exports. 24A. 24B. 24C. And 24D. Perfect. So we will actually switch to... Oh, wait. One quick second. Studio mode. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to add a display cap. No. Window capture. Window capture. Window app. And we're going to use the most advanced. Oh yeah, so I did figure out what went wrong with Affinity Designer before. I wasn't using the proper capture method. Oh, are you not here? Let's try this again then. Window capture. Window. Oh no, it's there. Okay. Properties. Want to do graphics capture of publisher. Perfect. And drag it to the bottom. Perfect. And we're going to do transition in 3, 2. Oh wait, no. Okay. Bam. Perfect. Lovely. Love it. Studio transitions. Great. How are we doing? Don't worry, we have time. We have time yet. We have time yet. Let me open the 23rd. I'm going to save this as the 24th. And we'll just go from here. Perfect. Excuse me. Please be deleted. Please be deleted. Oh. We actually do have to change this because I don't want to use 5 by 5. So do 3 by 3. Scaling margins, okay. Resize everything to match. Add pages, 4 pages after. And then this gets deleted. Perfect. So, wait, does the master not have the okay. It should have a rectangle 0, 0, 3000. Isn't done. Okay. Oops, not the not the Pomeranian. Fly master. There we go. Okay, so let's do the first one. And it's essentially what we did last week, which is we're going to drag the 24A in like that. Drag that here. One, and this is gonna have a thing of 10, I believe. Doesn't matter. Oh, actually, we don't actually need it for this, so we're just gonna. I mean, if we don't need it, do we even need to? No, we don't. So no, we'll keep it. And then we'll do 2. B, I don't think 24B really needs it either. But that's okay. And 1, 1, 2. And this was, I've done this as 3000 now that I think about it. Centered like that. 3000 and oops. Okay. Forgot about that part. Okay, so this doesn't need it either, but we will definitely need it for C. Actually, will we? Not really. Again, not really. But we will definitely need it for I keep saying we will definitely need it for oh. Now that I'm thinking about it, from the storytelling perspective, perhaps I should have actually combined these two together, right? Because otherwise, like if I were to dedicate a post, well, no, actually, I think there's enough to be writing here. There's enough to be writing perhaps here and here. No, well, maybe we should combine these two. Now, there's enough to be writing here. Well, maybe not. But there's enough here, and there's enough in C that I can't really not. So we'll just, yeah, we'll just leave it. And then D. 10, 1, 2. Am I boring you? I'm so sorry. I'm not really sorry. Yeah, I'm genuinely not sorry. So I'm sorry for not being sorry. So this area is heating up. Of the second versus the fourth chord. One, two. And then this area again is heating up, but I don't think we actually need anything for this area. But this area we will. So do this. Do this. With the first army on this side, third army below. This is actually not bad. We can probably fit the other one in as well. 2. Like that. And then, yeah, we'll fit that one. Maybe like that. That's not bad, right? Yeah, I like it. Okay, so let's draw some rectangles. 55th. Including the 7th. It's 1. This is 2. Include the first and include the army of the third. And then this is 3. Well, numbering doesn't really matter per se. Good. Oh, I should have borrowed the numbering from here. 1 and 2. Those are big numbers. Well, I mean, it's because we switched from, what was it, 1500 to, no, 5000 to 3000. So it, yeah, it's expected for these numbers to be slightly big. And then this goes here. 1 will go here. 2 will go here. And 3 will go here. And we are good. Okay. So it's interesting that we actually don't need to zoom in on any of these. And I actually kind of like it that way. That makes it a little less confusing for the viewers. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Oh wow, it's raining quite hard outside. Okay. Not that it matters. But yeah, we are basically done for today. I hope everyone enjoyed this 50-minute. You know, if you wanted it to end sooner, there is a way. Can I tell you how? Can I tell you how? I mean, by all means, if you want to sit here and suffer with the rest of them, I'm very happy to welcome you. But you don't have to. And to be fair, I don't think the rest of them are suffering that much. I mean, if you are suffering, you guys should let me know, right? That's a lot of suffering. That's a lot of suffering. Okay, well, I mean, again, though, there are plenty of other YouTubers, streamers that are out there. You guys are welcome to go find them. It wouldn't offend me in the least. In some ways, I am just saying that because I know I have you guys as a captive market. You're right. But to be completely honest, as much as I appreciate you guys being here, in some ways it's also just like, it's weird. It's still weird that all like that you boys and girls are just so happy to do this. It's I mean, not that I'm complaining, and not like, and it's exactly right. Like, I don't think we would have ever done this as a group, and it turns out that we have very good chemistry as a group, and so how can I complain? You know, like, we tend to not talk about our feelings as a group, but I think we're not bad. Yeah, we should start a bank. Well, I mean, let's think about it. Oh, I should put this in. Starting bank at what was this? 54 minutes. So let's think about it, right? Because I'm not the only one in here that has a family office. And so we have the expertise, we have the resources. I'm genuinely thinking about this. Because we would seek FDIC, right? Like, I don't actually. You know what? No, let's not do a commercial. Let's not do a retail bank. Let's do a commercial bank. Yeah, let's do a boutique investment. No, because that's just another That's just a family office run as a hedge fund. I don't want to do that anymore. Can you imagine, like, another? How do you say his company name? Archegos? Archegos? Man, oh my god. What is that word? What is that word based on? Oh, it is a Greek word that means one who leads the way. Oh wow. Okay. Uh, oh, he certainly did lead the way, my boy. I need to add this in as well. Laughing at the definition of Archegos. Archegos. Then in that case it's Archegos, right? At 55. But yeah, okay. So yeah, no. No. We shouldn't do an investment bank. We should do a retail bank. Actually, now that I think about it. But like private banking. That would be cool. Yeah. Forget the big banks. We'll do our own private bank. Okay, we'll talk about this after. Start a channel. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, because we have the legal side. We have the connections. We have the resources. Why not? Anyway, we'll talk about this offline. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, download Firefox, don't do Chrome. I'm still waiting for my Chromebook to return properly, but Lenovo isn't getting back to me. Granted, it is the weekend, so I'm not too concerned. But still, they better give me my money back. I mean, if they want to give me something else in return, like the new X12 tablet that they have, I'll take that. Yeah. Anyway, okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye. No, bye.